Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello. So we are going to be doing an essay today. It's a mini essay, so try not to panic. But there's a couple of things I wanted to just highlight before you hand it in so that you know exactly what I'm looking for when I'm evaluating it. Okay, so if you go to activity 3, so we're doing unit 1, activity 3, excuse me, in the assignments, you'll see first there's the assignments about a plagiarism discussion post. You're going to do that. And then we're going to get to the mini essay. Okay, so just to highlight a couple of things, you have to apply MLA style. So I'm highlighting that because we're going to go back in a second and choose MLA style. You're going to write no more than 500 words, okay, on the topic of your first blog post. So it's going to be the same kind of ideas you're expressing, but you're going to do a little bit of research and you're going to be framing it in a more of an essay academic style, right? So your tone's going to be formal. You're going to make sure that you're using paraphrases, summaries, and quotations, and you're going to be using more than just your own opinions and ideas. Okay, so your prompt is, should it be compulsory for high school students to read Indigenous literature in high school? So you're going to come up with a thesis, an argument that answers that question, and then you're going to break your argument up into specific ideas or arguments, okay? All right, so you'll be assessed on the organization of your ideas and the content of the essay, but the principal focus will be assessing your application of MLA style, your effective use of writing convention, so that's your spelling and grammar. So watch out for things like comma splices, watch out for things like capitalization errors, make sure that you're punctuating properly. And I'm also going to be evaluating your ability to use a paraphrase, a summary, and a quotation. Okay, so you have to have all three of those things in your paper. Don't forget. All right, in order to do all these things properly, you're going to look at the list of things I'm going to be looking for. So, appropriate font style and size. You're going to make sure that you're formatting a title page properly. You're going to double space the body of your essay. You're going to use 3 different sources. You're going to have a works cited page in addition to your in-text citations. You're going to have, as I said before, a paraphrase, a summary, and a quotation. And you're also going to be editing your paper to make sure that you have your spelling and grammar correct. Okay, in order to make sure you're doing all these things properly, you're going to head to the content page. You should have read this first before the assignments, but we're skipping some steps here. And there is a list of style guides. So you're going to choose the MLA style guide. Go to the online writing lab at Purdue University. Okay, and you're going to be able to look at how do we use in-text citations. So it's going to give you really specific ideas about what you need to include in your parenthetical references depending on your type of source and how you punctuate. So for example, you see here, you're going to put, if you're quoting, you're going to put the brackets outside the quotation marks and then the period afterwards. Okay, so these are things I'm going to be finicky about. I'm going to be picky about. I'm going to be looking for, because this is just like the mechanics of how do we cite properly. So always check that you're using the right style for your source. We're also going to be looking, if you look in the side, your works cited page. It gives you some specific rules about how to format everything, what order things go in, so alphabetical, how you source or how you cite different sources, and there is an example of a page. Sample paper, sample works cited page. Okay, so if you're not sure, you can just go ahead and look. Where you see there's a works cited, it's a title, it's the same size and font as the rest. It's not underlined, it's not bolded. The sources are all in alphabetical order. They're double spaced. right? There you use a hanging indent where it starts at the edge and you indent the following lines, right? So these are all really, really important. And then also you're going to be formatting your own page in a proper MLA style. So you're going to use headers and where is it? Here we go. Okay. Load. I don't have time for this. Thinking about loading. There we go. Okay, so you're going to have really specific information in different spots in your title and your header. So you have your title of your paper, same size, same font, no underline, no bolding. It's centered. You're going to have your name, your professor's name, the course's name, and the date all aligned at the margin. And it's going to be double spaced and in the same size and font and style as the rest of the paper. Then you're also going to have a header that has your last name and the page number. And I'll show you how to do that in a separate video if you're not sure. Up here at the top, and you're going to format it so that the page numbers change on every page. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for these things. I'm going to be picky about it. I'm going to be a real Grinch about it. So make sure that you're paying attention in advance. Something that a lot of people also did in the first paper that I would like to not see in this one is a lot of people, because we're used to writing emails, forget to indent your paragraphs. And that is not correct, and also something that annoys me personally, so try to avoid it. So over here at the side, you'll notice the first paragraph indented. Second paragraph indented. And you don't need to leave an extra space between the two paragraphs either. Okay? If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the discussion post. I'd be happy to answer them there. And otherwise, happy formatting. Remember how to stop. There we go.